Okay, let me tell you a secret. If you're scared to ride in front of other people and you have performance anxiety about going to a show or a clinic with your horse, you need to go. Yeah, you just do it. You do it over and over. That's what I'm going to do. Hey there. So just a nice lazy Sunday afternoon, and want to share with you one of the most recent adventures with Gray, where we went to a horse show. So this was really great. This is our first real horse show that I've taken her to, and let's share how it went. So where we went was a ranch horse versatility show. So that means that they have a bunch of classes and you can go in all of them. So they have ranch trail, ranch riding, both of those are individual pattern classes, as well as ranch reining, also an individual pattern class. Then there's a rail class, the ranch pleasure, and you can do ranch boxing. So I was so excited for this show because what I'm working on this year is, for me, it's not about the horse. My big thing this year is I'm trying to get out and just go to horse shows and ride, because I am struggling with being the same rider at home as I am in public. And I know that this has got to be so common. If you also struggle with this, put it down in the comments below, because I know that I'm not alone. And you're like, okay, I'm doing great at home. And then you go to the horse show and all of a sudden it's like you don't know how to ride anymore, or you get nervous and you're getting butterflies, and like these are all super normal things. So instead of just getting overwhelmed by it, though, I thought we need to eat that. We need to just eat that fear. We are going to go to these horse shows and we're going to get better, and we're going to ride in front of other people until it's not a big deal, because that's the only way to handle it. You can't, riding at home is not going to help you ride better at the horse show. I mean, it sort of will, but like when your block is the performance part of it, you need to just perform and ride in public until it's no big deal. So that's what I'm working on. So we went to this show. It was really great. The day before, I don't have footage of this part, but we actually went to the clinic that they offered the day before the show, because I thought, why not? This is a great opportunity to ride in public again. That's basically why we went. And it was kind of funny because the clinician was great, but I realized, so we get there, we kind of get in the arena, get all saddled up, everybody's there. And I was like, my energy's kind of up here and Gray's energy's kind of up here too. And then we get in the arena, I just had to sit there. Because he's talking, it's good morning, and then we're, taking turns doing stuff. And I thought, I just had this light bulb in my head where I went, this is what I paid my money for, is this moment. Like, not that we might not get some useful riding tips, but this moment that, like, you just can't replicate at home. That moment of, oh my gosh, we had to get trailered here. Oh my gosh, are we wearing a clean outfit? Oh my gosh, like we have to be in there at the exact right time. Like, oh, and you have all those feelings and those butterflies. And then we got to practice bringing that energy back down. Like that, I was like, oh, this is the money. This is the money moment, Like, it was so good. And we did have to do a few little things, to get our mind back. But like, I wouldn't have gone in there on my own and just been like, let's just sit down. Like, I was so focused on practicing the riding and being connected through the ride that I don't think I would have just gone in and been like, oh, I'm going to sit. And that was the most valuable thing we could have possibly done, was instead of looking for a fight or trying to do this or that, like just to go in the arena with everybody there and the feelings and the like vibe, and just like bring it down. So that was probably the best thing we got out of the clinic day. Like, it was a great clinic, but like really in terms of my own things that I needed to work on, I think that was that was the best thing about it. And that was awesome. That was so useful because you just can't always, you can't replicate the situation of a show at home.
All right, here is our ranch trail pattern. We come in at a jog, and we're going to jog over these poles. I was so pleased with how she jogged right over those, didn't hit a single one. She was such a good girl. Also, best quote of the whole weekend right there. She did so good going over the bridge. So proud of her. I really love how relaxed she is with the nice level neck. We just are supposed to turn around in this box and walk on out. Next up is our lope overs. Not our strongest point. We haven't really practiced these. So I was pretty pleased with how that went, but definitely something we need to work on at home. We're supposed to do an extended jog back over the poles and then stop. Then we turn and we lope over some more poles. Definitely something for us to practice at home. And then we just send it on that stop. Oh my gosh. Gotta be proud of us. We just committed. We sent it. And then the gate, again, not something that we've practiced at home. So I was really pleased that she was able to stay calm, and something that I need to build to practice at home. Overall, I was really pleased with this. Was it the best trail run ever? Nope. But I think I feel really pleased for where we are on our journey. And I'm so grateful to everyone who was there, who was just so nice and so welcoming, and that made all the difference when you're so nervous.
So pretty. I mean, are you even a cowgirl if your water bucket doesn't have glitter in it? I mean, I don't know. It's doubtful. One of the big things I noticed, which I felt like was a theme in the ranch trail and the ranch training, I really noticed that we need to improve our lope work, which is not surprising. Gray's only been ridden for 6 months. Like, I kind of go back and forth between being like, oh my gosh, why aren't we perfect? We're failing. And wow, you have specific goals about my own self-improvement as a rider and riding and at a show. And your horse has only been ridden for 6 months. Chill out. So that was definitely like a take home of, we just need to work on our lope. So that's something we've been doing a lot at home since the show, is just working on our lope, building up fitness for one, also working on just lifting up and releasing, lifting up and releasing. And especially for a horse like Gray, it's been really awesome because she is very different from my other mare, where my other mare is super like just long and round and can really just like, I don't know, bend into a ball. But Gray is short and stocky and is like square. And so for her, there's still the lift in the back, but we're not going to ride around with this super round, like nose touch to her chest. And so it's been really great to practice, like, what does it mean to lift your back? How do you yield your jaw, but like not bring it all the way to your chest? And so it's just very different horse body types, and working on giving and building muscle tone and all of these great things. And so that was definitely kind of a weakness at the show. And I don't really feel like there's a lot I could have done super different, just in the sense that like we're in the middle of a training progression. It's fine. And so that's something to remember too, is that like when you go to a show, you really have to have your own specific goals of what is success and what is not. Because otherwise it's like, are you going to beat that one person? Are you going trying to be win first? Or like, you may not always win a placing. I mean, we all kind of want to. Why would you go to a show? But to know that it fits into your own training schema and plans is really going to help you keep going and keep your eye on the ball of like, are we making progress? So for example, my goals of, I want to be able to go in the show pen and pick up on my horse and like actually ride and not just feel kind of frozen. That's a specific goal, you know, and I felt like I definitely improved on that over the weekend. Also a goal of, I'm just there for exposure and seasoning of myself, right? Some people will take their horses to shows to season them. You know, you have to go and you figure out like, did I pack enough food? Do I want to pack different food? Pack your own food always and pack more than you think you need. You know, how early do I need to get up? How much do I need to lope the horse down, you know, before class? Like, all of these things are skills and they have nothing to do with loping a nice circle at your home arena. And so seasoning gray, seasoning myself, these are all goals that are just about, they really are about the experience and the journey. And I feel like that was really awesome. So yeah. So overall, this is our experience at the show. I'm so glad we went. I feel like Gray and I both got some really great seasoning that we need, improving as competitors, figuring things out. And I'm glad to share it with you. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, hit like, hit subscribe, and let me know down in the comments. Let me know what is something that you feel like is a challenge for you at shows or when you're riding, not just alone. So let me know and see you soon.